Hey, what is up, guys? Cryptocurrency market has been pumping hard for the past few days. I think this is one of the best time to be in crypto. We are not currently in FOD nor FOMO state. In this video, time has come to give you my top 5 altcoins for 2020. Keep in mind, guys, they are not in consecutive order. The list of the best altcoins must begin, of course, with Ethereum, which is the second most valuable cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, with a current market capitalization of over $18 billion, and one coin is currently trading at the price of over $170. Ethereum has the biggest year ahead. In the future, Ethereum will enter the Serenity phase, also known as Ethereum 2.0. Even though the roadmap is not quite up to date, since the Istanbul and Beacon chain hard fork has been delayed, the launch of Ethereum 2.0 could be the strong factor in the price of ETH. Already in 2019, Ethereum has shown that it's still #1 smart contract platform. With Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, number of other partners and a global corporation stand behind this project. For example, Microsoft launched the token-based reward program for Microsoft Azure platform at ETH blockchain in early December 2019. As Forbes reported, Ernst & Young, one of the world's largest professional service company, is investing in development of data protection tools for Ethereum ecosystem. The Nightfall project is, as Forbes writes, a great example of how one day all companies will use public mainnet for transaction with sufficient privacy comfort. One topic that has been dominated in 2019 and could be even bigger in 2020 is decentralized finance, or DeFi. As Consensus recently stated in report, DeFi has potential to grow into a billion-dollar industry. There are a number of arguments for Ethereum price to outperform 2019 in year 2020.
Ethereum 2.0 is something that's much more substantial than many of these, right? So since the Ethereum project began, there's always been this expectation that making blockchain consensus work in a way that's more efficient than proof of work and making blockchains more scalable than they are right now is kind of part of what people expected as being Ethereum, right? So proof of stake and sharding have been a part of the roadmap that we've been talking about since 2014. It's something that we've been actively researching for several years. We've gone through many protocols, many iterations, and these proof of stake and sharding are still part of the roadmap today.
Chainlink. Chainlink was already the biggest winner within top 20 altcoins in 2019. Currently, it is still in top 20 for the most valuable cryptocurrencies at the coinmarketcap.com, with market cap slightly below $1 billion. In 2019, the price increased around 600%. In June 2019, it was announced that Google is working on the project using Chainlink. In detail, the tech giant wrote that it is working on applications that stores cloud-generated data on blockchain. To integrate the external data into the blockchain, the Google project used Chainlink. Chainlink also has Swift, Oracle, Gartner, and IC3 as partners. In October, Intel, Hyperledger, and ETH Alliance joined the project to promote blockchain adoption in the enterprise sector. But why does Chainlink has a great potential in 2020? In 2020, the topic of getting external data into the blockchain will become even more important. With its Oracle technology, Chainlink is well positioned to further collect partnerships and integrate into new services.
So Oracle's, or in our case, blockchain middleware, it's called Chainlink, and we call them Chainlinks. Generally speaking, blockchain middleware Oracles, what they do is they provide contracts access to events. There's all kinds of events data. There's market events related to price changes. There's IoT data about where goods are, or the temperature of an event, or the security of a system. There's all kinds of data about events. And that data about events is what a lot of contracts are written about.
Basic Alternative Token. The basic alternative token, or in short BAT, is trading around 22 cents a coin at the time of this video and could benefit even more from the growth of the Brave browser in 2020 than in 2019. At the beginning of December, the developers of Brave browser reported the increase in active users to 10.4 million. This corresponds to tripling of active users within 1 year. The Brave browser aims to revolutionize the online marketing industry and build a centralized ecosystem that brings users, publishers, and advertisers together to distribute the monetization of advertising revenue through the basic alternative token. If the number of active users, especially the number of publishers and advertisers, continue to grow as rapidly as it did in 2019, when a 12-fold increase, 340,000 publishers, was achieved, the BAT price could benefit greatly. The team behind Brave browser and BAT also speaks for success of this project. With Brenda Eage, a co-founder of Firefox, and Mozilla, the creator of JavaScript, the project is led by strong personalities.
I'm Brendan Eich. I created JavaScript at Netscape, then founded the Mozilla project and Firefox. I'm now doing Brave as a new browser and a new system for properly valuing user attention. Brave is implementing this in stages. Our first stage is already in the Brave browser, which blocks ads and trackers, but also have a ledger system for rewarding sites based on user attention. The second phase is where we try to move toward a decentralized ad exchange, and that must involve a new kind of currency for user attention, and that's the basic attention token. The token is derived from, and therefore denominates, user attention. Attention is really just focused mental engagement on an advertisement, on great content, on whatever the user is looking at.
Cardano ADA. The cryptocurrency Cardano ADA, created by Charles Hoskinson, definitely belongs to my top 5 altcoins for 2020. It currently takes 10th place at the coinmarketcap.com with over $1.2 billion of market capitalization. The price of the single coin is over 4.5 cents. Despite the low price, Cardano has great potential. In December 2019, 240 stake pools were formed and over 5.4 billion ADA and about 17% of the total supply tokens were delegated. The launch of Shelly on the mainnet is expected to take place in 2020. Then, the participation in the proof of stake is likely to increase significantly, especially as exchanges such as Binance will also offer staking to their users. Furthermore, Cardano has announced the major marketing campaign for 2020, which will be developed by the well-known agency McCain Dublin, which already is working with Microsoft, LinkedIn, and Norway Airlines, among others.
Hi everybody, this is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny, actually kind of cold, rainy, miserable Vancouver. Anyway, I decided to make a quick video about whether I need to eat my shoe or not. For those of you not in the know, the shoe is connected to the shipping of Shelly. And I made a statement repeatedly that should Shelly not ship this year, I would eat my shoe. Now, many of you know that I'm a fan of cowboy boots. These are Lucchese's right here. That's my girls. And if I was to eat my shoe, that would be one hell of a meal, wouldn't it? Now, some people say, well, that's not fair. It's just a test net. And because the main net hasn't been updated, somehow this means that you've not made your promise. As an act of compromise, I will make a shoe cake sometime this year, and I shall devour it. So for those of you who are in the camp that we didn't deliver Shelly, the shoe cake is my compromise to you. And for those of you who are in the camp that we have, please do participate in the incentivized testnet.
Last but not least, now one of my favorite altcoins for 2020, it's actually on Binance Chain. I found out about this project on the official Binance Twitter account because they were tweeting about it. I'm talking about ByDAO. Many of you might have heard of it. The project is very similar to MakerDAO, but it has many advantages. It's still in early stages. ByDAO is a blockchain agnostic. It will be on all chains eventually. The project started on Binance Chain and it will eventually branch out to other chains. The most appealing feature for me that ByDAO is offering staking rewards. I was able to enroll in December 2019 with 30% return on your investment per annum. In Q1 2020, reward will drop to 18%. Then in Q2 2020, reward will drop to 10%, and it will continue to decline until 3%. But don't worry, there is still time to receive 30%, which is valid for another week. After that, it will drop to 18%, which is obviously much better than buying those shitty government bonds that offer you 1.5% and below. BiDAO current market cap is around 20 million bucks. If only it gets close to MakerDAO, which has over $480 million of market capitalization, that would be over 20x return on your investment. I think we see the potential here, and it seems like it can be official stablecoin for Binance. The team also seems to be great. The founder is 3 times Apple Scholar, and the CTO is well-known TEDx speaker Brian Condenaza. If you're interested about BiDAO, I will leave a link in the description box below.
I have been working intensively in the blockchain space over the past 2 years, and in 2018, I came up with the concept behind BiDAO. I am a huge Binance fan, and I believe that the Binance chain will do well over the coming years. That's why I decided that there should be a trustless stablecoin on it. The vision behind BiDAO is way bigger though. We want to be the main stablecoin for all chains, including EOS, Tezos, Cosmos, and of course Ethereum. This will have substantial impact worldwide, and that is why we continue working hard every single day.
Keep in mind guys, this is not a financial advice. You should always conduct your individual research before investing in anything. Let me know what do you guys think about your favorite altcoins for 2020. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, hit that like button and subscribe.